There have been a lot of disappointments in hip-hop. A couple albums come to mind, but the biggest disappointment in the entire genre, in my humble little opinion, has to be Nasir. At least to me, this album had massive expectations, and I should give you a little context here as to why. I believe Nas, you can just tell by my shirt, I believe he is the greatest lyricist of all time, and Kanye West is my favorite artist of all time. So during 2018, Kanye went on an insane run. He dropped his own album, Ye. He dropped a collab album with Kid Cudi, Kids See Ghosts, and he executive produced Pusha T's classic, Daytona. In the midst of all this, Kanye was executive producing an album for Nas, Nasir. It would follow the same format as all of his other albums in 2018, a 7-track run. Concise, short and sweet. Just being brutally honest with all of you, this album is just kind of dull. It's really not up to par with either artist. QB's finest, he is known for his lyricism. He's known for his writing. It's his biggest strength. But in that aspect, it might have been his biggest weakness on Nasir. Keep in mind, this was supposed to be a comeback album. Nas had not released an album for 6 years. It just seems like the two were not in sync for this album at all. In classic Kanye fashion, he went on a rant about this in 2018 in the unreleased documentary 500 Days in UCLA. Take a look.
The fuck I'm doing giving Wanna Love You to fucking Tiana? What the fuck I'm doing giving that Daytona album to Pusha? What the fuck I'm doing, bro? That shit that shit was 3 dark fantasies that I gave away. Cop shot the kid, Nas rapping all goddamn offbeat on it, don't even want to shoot a video. They shoot the video, don't even tell me. These motherfuckers don't appreciate me. All these motherfuckers is trying to use me.
I wouldn't say it's a bad album, just due to all the hype that it had, it was not up to par on release, and Nas just seems kind of boring and dull on this project. The actual substance of the album's all over the place. It's a mess. So Nas dives into a lot of subject matter on this 7-track album, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the delivery's all over the place. On one hand, you have songs like Cop Shot the Kid, which features a sample loop of Children's Story by Slick Rick. Kanye's actually on the song as well, and the two talk about police brutality against African Americans. It's actually really powerful stuff. Nas dives into the subjects of racial inequality, and this would have been a great sample choice if Kanye didn't loop the sample over again and again and again. As a huge Kanye fan, I need to point out that this was a disappointing album production-wise. Before Nas went on his 6-album run with Hit Boy, a lot of criticism behind his albums was that he didn't always link up with the best producers and he didn't always have the best production. And you would think linking up with one of the greatest producers of our lifetime would solve that problem. But just like J. Cole, Kanye let Nas down. A lot of these beats are hollow, half-baked, and boring. The irony of all this is that Nas actually addresses the production criticisms he's gotten over the years on the final track, Simpler Things, and Kanye really did not do him any favors here. Then you have a song like Everything. In the second verse, Nas talks about infants receiving vaccines to prevent diseases, and look, I can either take these lines one of two ways. Either Nas is an anti-vaxxer, or he's acknowledging how a baby's immunization is their first experience of pain in their welcome to the new world. And while I'd like to believe the second choice, this isn't the first time Nas has brought this up, so I'll let you decide what he's talking about here. But the final product just feels bland and rushed, because it was. Nas has gone on record saying that the project was rushed and neither him or Kanye really took their time with this project. And in a 2020 interview with The Breakfast Club, Nas said that they really did not take their time with this project and it was really completed in the span of a week, and neither Nas or Kanye spent time together in the studio.
What do you think went wrong with the Kanye West album?
I don't know what went wrong. I would say I did want to work more with him. I did. We spent some time there, but I was working on ideas. He would give me like a few loops, and I would write to them, but they wasn't finished. We really did that album like that week that it was supposed to come out.
Although this album was a massive disappointment, honestly, I would love to see these two give it another shot at some point. If these two took their time together, I know they could make something special. Now, would this ever happen again? Probably not, but time will tell. If you managed to stick around this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. Your support in any way, whether you leave a comment or a like or whatever, any amount of support is greatly appreciated. And this is sort of a new style of content for me. I've really never done like face cam videos before. This is completely new, so let me know in the comments how it works. Do you prefer the old format? Do you like this new format better? And I'll take your advice from there. But I just want to say thank you so much. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. I'm pretty active on there. And as always, I'll see you on the flip side.